Let me just get a drink to. I gotta get this going, guys. Sorry. Just thank you now. All right. Everybody having a good time?
Yeah!
No. I mean, everybody having a good time for Frank and Lorraine. Let me hear it. All right. Well, maybe except for this guy. Are you having a good time?
I'm having a great time.
Okay, well, tell your face. Come on. All right. Here we go. No, I'm just joking. That's Tommy Donko. Everybody give it a hand for Tommy. And for you single ladies, he's available tonight. And when I mean available, he's an Uber driver. He can take you back to college. All right. My jokes are brought to you from YouTube. I did extensive research, so please help me out. Lorraine, loved it. Exciting. Please invite me to your next one. I'm just saying. No, seriously, I want to give a round of thanks to Lorraine, Frank, Rosie, Frank's mom. I know you played a big part in this. Vito and Gloria, I don't know where you guys are at, but thank you for last night. That was very generous. The bridal party, and I do want to say one more thanks to Alan. He's the gentleman that actually introduced me to Frank, so thank you, Alan, for that. And actually, I have a poem tonight that I'll be reciting, a little something to make you understand Frank and where Frank and I come from. But before I do that, I do want to acknowledge Lorraine. She's simply stunning tonight, and she's beautiful and sweet. Thank you. And I think I can speak for every single guy in the room that tonight is a very sad day, because a beautiful, amazing, smart, and beautiful girl is officially off the market, guys. Yeah. And for Frank, women, I'm sure you can agree with me that today, or it's just another day today.
Come on, man.
All right, all joking aside, here's my poem, guys. All right. Here you go, Frank. It was 1997, could have been 1998. I was asked by my buddy Alan to meet me in Alhambra. That was a place.
Alhambra?
I walked into his room, and I'm not joking when I tell you it was doom. The house was Frank's, and when I entered, he was not rude. The guy was really smooth. Man, he was a cool dude. His car was a V-dub Jetta with a crank for the roof. But the back seat was missing. Anyone that sat there was dizzy. His room was a teenager's dream. He had drawers for clothes, but rather used the floor. Wow, what a mess. You needed a map just to find some rest. We can't forget, his room had a graffiti wall. Yeah, that's right. You could bring any marker and tag your name, which to me was a little insane. He had a mom, Rosie was her name. She'd bake cookies and cake. You'd always find a way in your stomach to make some space. To top it off, DJing was his game, and DJ Frantic was his name. Every now and then, if you see Frank talk and he gets emotional, his hands start to moving like he was grooving. Knowing a DJ in my day was very cool. You were certainly not a tool. He and I acted a fool, because in the end, Frank, you rule. Imagine, now I can go to parties and listen to music. I asked Frank, what can I do to be a part of your crew? I can carry your tunes, I can organize your rooms. Even though I live far, I can clean your car. He said, I like you, you're a cool guy. I would never have anyone do what you asked to do. Well, except for Alan, that guy had no clue. Sorry, Alan, I love you, man. Today's a big day for Frank, and plainly, well, you just don't rank.
Man.
Frank had more friends than a loaded tank. Well, we were all close buds, and none of us were duds. The common meeting spot was Frank's apartment. There were poker nights, the HBO fights. He always did like Oscar de la Hoya. I don't know why. So many people in one space. If you needed to poop, good luck. Someone better save your space. As time went on, most of our friends went their own way. Some moved, some married. Others didn't make the cut. Oh well, what the? But the one constant was he and I. There was never a nowhere. He and I went everywhere. Took road trips together, hung out at the gym. And as you can see, it hasn't done us any good since. Pasadena was the place to save face. Wednesday's Moose McGillicuddy's, where he met Lorraine. Or McMurphy's, where Frank would dance battle on stage. But Frank is not perfect. Let's face it, no one is. Ask my wife, she'll remind you all day and night. Sorry. His biggest flaw, though, is he's a Cowboys fan. I mean, come on, Frank, it's been 18 years now, and the boys can't seem to make it past the second round. Man, it's time to stop being a clown.
Cowboy!
The other flaw is Frank always thinks he's right. And when he's wrong, he thinks he's right. And Frank, your wife is not going to let that fly. And that's because she'll always think she's right. In closing words, over the better part of 2 decades, Frank has finally found someone that makes him better, keeps him grounded, gives him balance, and desperately needed someone in his life that's strong, assertive, independent, and responsible. And Lorraine, hands down, you're truly the best thing that's ever happened to Frank. So I want to make this toast. Here's to Mr. and Mrs. Frank Womack.
All right, let's give it up for the best man, you guys.
Nailed it, dog.
Best man.
Fucking tough crowd.